It is Children's Dental Health Month. It's a time dedicated to teaching parents and children the importance of the health of their teeth. And to help explain why it's so important, we are joined by Dr. Naomi Lane with Piedmont Pediatric Dentistry. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, let's start here. Why is Children's Dental Health Month so important for raising awareness?
Well, Children's Dental Health Month is a chance for us to emphasize the importance of good oral health for children. Oral health is a critical component in overall general health, and it's a great way for us to introduce establishing consistent oral health care routines to parents, caregivers of young children to set them up for a lifetime of beautiful smiles.
And what are the most common dental issues you see in children, and how can they be prevented?
Oh, great question. So early childhood caries is the disease that manifests as cavities, as we commonly know. Childhood caries is actually the most common chronic disease of childhood. It's more common than asthma. So cavities are a very common issue that children face. And so establishing good care through good oral hygiene, regular dental checkups, dietary modifications, and good healthy choices are all really important in establishing a prevention based approach to try to combat the risk of cavities at an early age.
At what age should parents start taking their children to the dentist for those regular checkups?
Yes, very early. So by age 1, we like to see children, and we don't expect that they're going to be crawling in the chair and having a cleaning as you might experience at the dentist. But that's a really great age for us to start to meet with families to assess overall growth and development for children to make sure that teeth are erupting in the correct pattern, to make sure that a general screening of how the teeth are coming in, the quality of the enamel on those teeth, and to really use that time to educate parents and caregivers about establishing a consistent oral health and healthy habits at an early age.
And how can those sugary snacks and drinks impact a child's dental health?
So sugar, as it is metabolized in our mouth, the bacteria in our mouth take sugar and they create acid as a byproduct. So the amount of sugar and the frequency of sugar is really critical in preventing cavities. So we want to promote having a low sugar, low frequency of sugar diet, and that's sugar sneaks into a lot of our common snacks and beverages. So really avoiding sugary beverages, sodas, juices is really important. A lot of our electrolyte drinks have sugar components to them. So water is our best source of hydration and overall promoting good dental health. Along with that, we want to make sure that we are avoiding really sticky snacks and high sugar snacks. So things like gummies, uh, dried fruit, cereal bars, granola bars that may not be commonly associated with unhealthy habits can actually pose a high risk for cavities because they're sticky and they can get lodged in the back grooves of teeth and they're harder to keep clean. So in those in particular, it's best to limit them, to make sure that you're brushing carefully on those back grooves and drinking lots of water.
Yeah, and I was just going to ask you.
Alternatives.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say alternative snacks just to be mindful of are going to be things like your cheeses, your nuts, 100% nut butters, meats, fresh, crunchy, raw veggies, fruits, and whole grains are going to be good choices along with lots of water.
Okay. So what are some of the biggest misconceptions parents have about their children's dental health, you'd say?
I would say that a common misconception is that teeth are not important, when in reality they set up the foundation for our jaw growth, our overall health, and so the baby teeth can actually lead to critical steps. And so losing a baby tooth early, for instance, that space holder of that baby tooth, if it is lost early, our permanent teeth can shift around. So it sets us up for more complicated orthodontics or crowding or ectopic eruptions later on. Likewise, baby teeth can cause pain and get infected. And so They can cause abscesses, they can cause a cellulitis, and they can cause a terrible risk if a baby tooth has a deep cavity that is left untreated.
How can parents make brushing and flossing fun, you would say? We have about 30 seconds.
Oh, great. That's a great question. I think to model behavior is one way to get involved with your kids, to make sure you're there in the bathroom doing it. They want to see you establishing healthy habits. So if you brush, you get a turn, they get a turn, and then you do the healthy habits for them. So most kids cannot brush or floss with their dexterity until they're about 8 to 10 years old. So make sure you're getting in there with them to brush and floss along with them.
All right. I think I remember my parents helping me sing the ABCs or something like that multiple times.
Absolutely, absolutely. There are a bunch of great apps and songs, and especially a lot of great toothbrushes that sing songs and
That's
have light ups
true.
that can make things fun too.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And if you missed this entire segment, remember you can find it on our website.